All right. Hello, hello, all.
What's up, everyone?
We're back. Happy Sunday. Try not to think about the fact tomorrow's Monday.
Happy, if you just had spring break, happy last day of your spring break.
Poor kids.
Yeah, you gotta go back to school tomorrow. Lol. Anyway.
Well,
But yeah, hello.
I'm past that age, so,
Right.
Too bad Monday's tomorrow.
Yeah, we are Garfielding up in this house.
Yeah.
But it's all good, because we're here to play some video games.
Exactly. So we're back on Danganronpa V3. We just got a dead body, so we're in investigation mode. I'm Kels. I play our protagonist. And yeah, that's all I got today. I am the moron behind the controller, but yeah. I'm here.
and yeah, hello everyone. I am Manabingu. I am your resident voice actor, and I play the other half of the cast. Usually, I have some unhinged people, but yeah.
They're all unhinged this time.
Yeah,
they're a normal one.
Like nobody here is normal. Literally, no one. No one is safe. So. Yeah. Also, yeah, thank you so much, Chad, for the congratulations on the concert, which it was literally yesterday. It was really fun. So Polycon had a wonderful Idol Fest. It was an honor to be part of it, and yeah, I got to sing some fun stuff as Amikaze from Utena Prince Sama, so I sang Innocent Wind, and then I trolled everyone with Poppy Poppy Day from Pop Team Epic. And I did a fun shirt reveal. I literally had Aoi Shota's face on my t-shirt. Which was like the highlight of my entire day, and I'm glad somebody got the joke. There was a super Aoi Shota and Mikaze fan on the audience who literally yelled as soon as they saw my shirt reveal, and I was like, thank God. I'm so happy right now. Somebody got the joke.
Yay!
So yeah, that was fun, and yeah, just loved performing alongside many wonderful idols, and yeah, and my next one will probably be MetroCon. But that's in the summer, so I'm not gonna advertise that right now.
Yeah, it's a little early.
It's a little early.
You get a little bit of time for a break. Rest up.
That's the funny thing. Like, it was spring break for me, right? And I didn't have a single day where I wasn't preparing for this convention, so I actually had 0 spring break. I did not relax at all.
Well, now it's time for you to take some time off and relax.
Yeah, video game. Let's go.
Yay.
So yeah, we're gonna try to figure out who killed. God, who died?
Ryoma.
Oh yeah, that's right, Ryoma. Oh no, I got war flashbacks. So yeah. We gotta figure out who killed our baby boy.
So, recap. Monocorps showed us Kaito's motive video of his grandparents, and everyone got someone else's, but disagreed on whether or not to share it, or if Kokichi's right about not cooperating. And actually, I thought about it the other day, like, there's no guarantee that everyone got someone else's. It's just that we didn't get our own. So someone else could have gotten their own video.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Kirumi's getting overworked, and Kaito took us to the courtyard to train us and snap us out of our guilt of our kaede. Miu told us to bow. Tsumugi's addicted to casino gambling. Kibo is worried about Kokichi manipulating Gonta, and Anji converted Himiko. Yeah, I'm like halfway to creating a cult here with Anji, so fun
Almost
stuff.
there.
I'm getting there. We came across Miu, Ryoma, Kaito, Korekiyo, and Kokichi in the casino. Kaito cashed out again, and Ryoma hit the jackpot. Korekiyo talked about Kotodama, then Super Saiyan Gonta brought everyone to his room by force because Kokichi called us bug squishers and wanted to show the motives, but Kibo busted him. At Himiko's magic show, she dove into a piranha tank, but somehow Ryoma was eaten and we used Kibo as a battering ram to get him. Kaito recruited us as a sidekick for the investigation. Himiko's pretty obviously getting framed, so someone had to have tampered with the magic trick. That makes Anji the next suspect, but also Kirumi avoided Gonta's rampage, so maybe she had an opportunity to set up the death trap during that time. Maybe.
Everyone's sus.
Absolutely, everyone is sus. Yeah, and if I remember correctly, the hint that we got is that the time that the murder took place is going to be the key here. So,
Yeah, because that wasn't revealed, so we're like,
yeah. Yeah, the closest we had to normal was Nantaro and Kaide, and they were literally the first to die.
Which is sad.
Yeah. And Nyoma's autopsy did not mention when he died, only that he drowned, which raises questions about how he really died. So, let's do some investigating. Let's put that ultimate detective title to good use. All right.
Because literally no one's gonna help us. So.
I forgot that's what his skeleton looked
Oh
like.
no! How we come to?
Okay, let's start off by talking to people.
Oh god, this bitch. I never would have imagined such a cruel murder happening at such a fun show. Why did the culprit commit such a barbaric act? Did they wish to see us panic?
I don't think that was the sole motivation. There was some other reason for it. And that reason must be related to Himiko's magic show somehow.
So that means the culprit knew of Himiko's trick and made use of it, yes?
If that's true, did Himiko tell someone? Someone who thinks the trick is actual magic?
Since the show was used, we must investigate the trick as well.
Kyo murmured almost to himself, then walked to the back of the stage.
Is there anything to investigate backstage?
Let's follow him. We should investigate the entire area anyway. We followed Kyo backstage. Alright. Well, there's a rope. So someone was doing kinky shit.
Oh.
This is a pretty long rope. What was this used for?
I estimate it is roughly 65 feet in length.
How did you... I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
I don't know your hobbies. So.
Let's not ask questions we don't want to know the answer to. You can tell just by looking at it?
I am well versed in ropes. I once visited a village where their use was commonplace. When it is time for me to leave, the women of the village all begged me to stay.
Thanks for making my skin crawl, man.
No!
I find that deeply disturbing. But I have to focus on this investigation. Anyway, what is this rope? Could this be related to the case?
What the hell does he do in his spare time? What the fuck?
Once again, let's not ask questions we don't want to know the answer to. What? There's a puddle behind the staircase. This isn't a puddle from when we broke the tank. The floor around it is completely dry. Perhaps someone who was wet was here doing something. Changing wet clothes? But how would you get from the water tank to this space behind the staircase? This may be a vital clue for understanding the underwater escape trick. Alright, we got a wet staircase.
A wet staircase, okay.
This staircase goes to the top of the stage. Inspecting it closely, I can see that some places on the side are wet. That might have something to do with the puddle next to it. Okay, I guess let's look at the water tank.
Okay.
There's nothing strange about it from behind. Other than the large size, it's just a normal water tank.
All sides of the tank seem to be made of a special type of glass. I see no hidden doors. Very mysterious. How I wonder did Himiko escape from the tank? Well, if we figure it out easily, it wouldn't be a magic trick.
He is correct.
I believe if we figure out the route Himiko took, we will discover how Ryoma got in there.
That is true. There's a high probability that they used the same route. To reveal how Ryoma got into the tank, I need to reveal how Himiko managed to get out of it. I've investigated just about everything to do with the stage, but I still don't know how the trick was performed.
Hey, how long are you gonna investigate here? We still gotta find the culprit, you know. come on, let's go.
Wait, Kaito? Alright, we're never talking to Kyo again after we found out his kinky shit.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Although there are many unknown variables, the first thing we need to make clear is... when was Ryoma murdered?
Well, in the middle of the show, obviously. The culprit knew how Himiko's trick worked and took advantage of it to kill Ryoma. In other words, everyone watching the show isn't suspicious.
Kaito, you didn't attend the show either, did you?
Well, no, but I'm not suspicious. I forgot a promise, so I was just eating breakfast. Yeah, you got it? I'm not suspicious.
A promise?
I do not understand how that explanation is supposed to convince me.
Kibo does have a point.
I'm sorry, but breakfast is a weak alibi.
Yeah? If Himiko says it's magic, then it's magic. Got it? I'll use my Neo Aikido to obliterate any degenerate male who bullies Himiko. I forget what she's like until I have to start saying her bullshit again.
Yeah.
But if we don't understand the magic trick, how can we possibly survive the trial?
My first command to my new sidekick is... investigate everywhere and find clues. Don't overlook anything, you got it?
Okay.
Yeah, my magic was supposed to make everyone smile.
Don't worry, everyone is smiling.
Not everyone.
I don't think any of us can smile right now. Himiko, if it's alright, are you ready to talk about your underwater escape trick? We need to understand how your trick works if we're going to solve this mystery.
There's no trick to my underwater escape act. It was magic.
You're still saying that. Do you understand the situation we're in?
No matter how much you guys threaten me, my answer won't change. It was magic.
But... Okay, your time's up. The Q&A session is now over. Unless you want to feel the full volcanic wrath of my Neo Aikido.
Man, this guard is more strict than the security at idol events.
Do you
Oh,
go
you're
to
an
many
idol
of
fan.
those? Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh, he... okay, now we know his thing.
Ah, that's right. We need to ask Anji about the stage. Hey, Anji, I wanted to ask you some questions about the stage.
Yep, I was in charge of all the art. I even built and painted the stage.
Then, do you know anything about Himiko's trick? How it worked, perhaps?
No, I don't know the trick. Himiko only said it was magic.
I see. And I suppose she didn't tell Anji the secret either. By the way, you asked other people to help with the preparations, right?
Yep, we started the prep work yesterday. Lots of people helped out. Like when we were moving the heavy tank and the stairs from Himiko's research lab.
Me and Kibo helped with that. The tank had a pulley, but because it was so huge, it was still a lot of work.
And I asked Kirumi to sew the curtains because I hate sewing. So basically, it's all thanks to Atua that the show was a success.
Girl,
There
was a dead body found during it.
No, it's because of all of us.
Was it really a success?
It wasn't.
By the way, were the piranhas your idea?
On its own, the Underwater Escape Act is no different from a normal magic show. I thought it would make the show more exciting and divine if we used piranhas. That's what Atua told me.
So, Atua gives you that kind of advice too, does he? And about the piranha tank and the timer, those were from Himiko's lab, right?
Yep. According to the piranha's tank manual, it's synced up with the timer. When the timer goes off, the bottom of the piranha tank will open automatically.
I see. That means that most of the equipment came from Himiko's lab.
And right when we finished the prep work and were about to take a break, Gonta captured us so we couldn't rehearse at all. When Gonta let us go, it was already nighttime, so we couldn't go back to the gym.
Oh yeah, you can't enter the gym at nighttime.
So we decided to come to the gym today before the morning announcement. Himiko and I were waiting for the gym to open. I was so relieved this set was intact.
So, no one could have snuck into the gym before those two got there.
What's up, Shuichi? Are you worried because of this confusing incident? Don't worry, it'll be fine.
What?
Atua has spoken. You have nothing to worry about.
Nothing to worry about?
Nothing can escape Atua's sight, not even the culprit. Atua is truly a divine force to be reckoned with.
Anji is starting to sound more and more creepy. Alright, buckle up, all.
Shit.
You know who else we gotta talk to.
Hey,
No!
Flemwad, there's something I need you to tell me.
That's not a very polite way to ask someone for something.
It's got nothing to do with the incident, but I heard Gonta captured you guys last night. The hell was that all about? I was running around, so I got no clue what happened.
Oh yeah, tell me too. I was also running, so I still don't know what went on.
How did Muse escape from Gonta? She's not strong enough to fight him. I thought we figured out she flashed him.
Chop,
did.
chop, you slimy shit.
Well, I suppose you could say that Gonta was tricked into kidnapping us. The first ones to get captured were Kibo, Kyo, Tsumugi, Tenko, and I. Himiko and Anji were brought in later.
From the gym, right?
Exactly. And Kokichi left the room after around 9 p.m. So they must have been brought in about 5 minutes before that. We were all forced to participate in Gonta's insect meet and greet. We were freed about an hour into nighttime, around 11 p.m.
So, from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m., everyone there had an alibi. And then, those people without an alibi are me, Kirumi, Maki, and Ryoma.
And Mew.
I see you've learned what an alibi is thanks to the previous incident. But what the fuck is this insect meet and greet bullshit?
By the way, Mew, how were you able to get away from Gonta?
Well, I had to use my secret woman weapon, and let's just leave it at that.
Secret woman weapon? Hey, what's the secret woman weapon?
Don't ask her!
Is she trying to laugh it off?
Shuichi, let's just leave her be. Listening to her will just tire you out.
You're probably right. Perhaps it's better to get the truth out of her at the class trial. No? I don't think we want to.
I don't want to know. I really don't want to know. If Himiko doesn't tell us how the trick works, we won't know how Ryoma was killed, right? But with the way she is, how do we convince her? Oh, what if... Ryoma was a former apprentice of Himiko's master and vowed revenge on him. And he murdered a lookalike of himself in order to sabotage your show! Or something like that. It's happened before. Probably. What anime is that?
Isn't that just the movie The Prestige? I could be wrong.
Oh, probably. I'm glad Himiko made this game more difficult. Now I won't be nearly as bored. Time to work hard to solve this mystery. Get ready, culprit, cause here I come. Okay, bitch. Gonta could have saved him. No, Gonta should have saved him.
Gonta, what's wrong?
When piranhas attacked Ryoma, if Gonta had dived into tank, then Gonta could have helped Ryoma, but Gonta got scared, too scared to do anything. Sorry, Gonta, really sorry. A man shouldn't apologize so easily.
Yes, they should.
Yeah. And even if you had jumped in, they would have just eaten you too.
That's fair.
Yeah,
And
that's fair.
from what I read in the Monokuma file, you couldn't have saved him anyway, Gonta.
Oh, really? Does it say that in the Monokuma file? You haven't even read the Monokuma file yet? No, Gonta not really understand it. Gonta not smart enough to be helped. What are you talking about? If you got time to apologize, you got time to read the file. If you think you can't help, then work till you can. That's what you can do.
That's right, Gonta. You're a huge help. There's some information that only you know, after all.
Information on only Gonta know?
Remember? During the show, you went up on stage? That was about 20 seconds before the piranhas dropped, right?
Oh, yeah, 'cause Gonta worry about Himeko.
Did you see inside the tank? Did you see Himiko or Ryoma?
No, Gonta no see no one in tank. Gonta kinda surprised.
Aw, you can't do that! We're still in the middle of the show!
But if Gonta do nothing, Himeko get eaten by piranhas. No? But when the piranhas were dropped and the curtains opened, Ryoma was in the tank, right? Yeah, that's right. Then when did Ryoma get in there? You didn't see it happen? Gonta don't know. Everyone see Ryoma in tank when piranhas drop in after that. Sorry, Gonta should've watched tank better. Like I said, a man shouldn't apologize so easily. Yeah, you're right. But this is the problem. Now I'm even more stumped. Even if Himiko disappearing was part of the underwater escape act, how did Ryoma get into the tank? Was that part of Himiko's trick?
I'm positive that mystery will be an important part of this case.
Well, how the body got to where it was going to be murdered is generally a pretty important part, yes?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go talk to Kirumi.
Oh,
I
she's
should-
up there. Oh.
I should investigate the stage. I'm sure there's a clue there. You were helping set up the show, right, Kirumi? Did you hear anything about the trick? No, I did not hear a word. Furthermore, my help consisted of sewing the banner and curtains, so I do not know the details of her trick. I see.
Okay, well, that was less interesting than I thought it was going to be. Let's look around.
When I stood on stage and looked up, the piranha tank was directly overhead. It was set up so that the bottom would open when the timer had reached 0. The bottom is open now and the tank is empty. It doesn't look as though it has a lid. I can see the ceiling straight through it. And only the front side is glass. The other sides are made of wood. So the piranha tank had no lid and only the front was made of glass.
Oh yeah! The tank was from Himiko's research lab.
Hey, Kaito, you helped carry supplies for the show, right?
Yeah, me, Kibo, Himiko, and Anji. It was a lot of work. But I just helped carry it. I wonder how they hung it up from there. It was a heavy tank full of water and piranhas. Couldn't have been an easy to lift.
It seems this is where the lighting batten for the gym is attached. Kirumi. The control panel on the side of the stage allows you to raise and lower the batten. It seems they lowered the batten, attached the piranha tank to it, then raised it again.
I never knew lighting battens were sturdy enough to lift a tank like that.
Since it was built to lift heavy objects, it is probably quite sturdy.
Alright, we got the piranha tank.
I love how Chad be like, Sewing the banner and curtains with a secret opening to let you drag Ryoma's corpse, perhaps.
This is the timer that was counting down the escape trick. I didn't realize it was also a timer to reveal Ryoma's body.
What you think about Kaito? Oh yeah, we've already. Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know that there's anything else here to look at. Oh, there is a closed curtain.
There's a curtain covering it, but I believe there's a window on the other side.
What's the matter? You want to check that window out?
Yeah, but
Oh, it's too high up to reach, huh? Yeah, it's pretty high. Even higher than the piranha tank.
higher than the piranha tank.
That's right. There was a ladder next to the stage. I'll go get it.
Kaito quickly headed off the stage. He returned carrying the ladder that was set up beside the stage over his shoulder.
But you know, shouldn't the sidekick be the one bringing the ladder?
Yeah, I suppose so. Thank you. After setting up the ladder on top of the stage, I climbed up the rungs. You can just barely reach the window with this. And if you open the curtain, the window's open.
That looks like the pool. Which makes sense.
Does. If the window's open, does that mean the culprit used it?
The culprit may have gone in and out through this window.
So what's on the other side of the window?
I can't see much, but I think it's the pool.
A pool, huh? I heard we had one here somewhere. Alright, let's check it out later. The culprit probably went through there.
Wait, what is this?
What's up?
Nothing. It just looks like marks on the window frame. The window frame has distinct abrasions, perhaps scratched by something? This might be related to the case. I should remember it.
Sus.
I climbed down from the ladder to the stage.
You done investigating the window? Then I'll put the ladder back.
Yeah, that would be great. Thank you, Kaito.
Shouldn't the sidekick be doing this?
He complained, but he still put the ladder back for me. I've investigated everything I wanted to on the stage.
We all done here? Then let's go.
Yeah, okay.
Alright. Let's take a look at the water tank.
It's the large water tank from the escape trick. The glass is broken. It's in bad shape.
Well, it did have Kibo.
Poor Kibo. Did you guys really need to break the glass? Everything's soaked now.
Well, if we had left Ryoma's body there, we wouldn't have been able to investigate.
Yeah, I guess it would have taken way too long to just empty the whole tank with a bucket.
It was a lot of cleanup, but at least we can investigate the tank now. There might be a clue around here. I should take a closer look.
Yeah, you're right.
Alright, let's take a look.
Because we broke the glass, there isn't much of anything left in the tank, but I should investigate the area thoroughly. There's bound to be something.
Yeah, there's a lot to look at here. Okay, let's start inside the tank.
Handcuffs? Why are there handcuffs here? Still locked, and there are small scratches on them. The cuffs appear to be stainless steel, so not too hard to scratch. They must have been scraping against something hard or sharp.
Well, what are those handcuffs that were in the tank? But I've never seen handcuffs in the warehouse. Where did they come from?
That's true, there weren't any in the warehouse. So where did they come from?
Maybe Himiko's lab?
Oh shit.
If they weren't in the warehouse, another place that might have handcuffs is... Could it be he's a prisoner? Ryoma's lab wasn't just for the ultimate tennis pro, but also for the ultimate prisoner. So perhaps some element of that was in his lab as well.
Okay. There too.
Damn.
There's a square pane of glass at the bottom of the water tank. It doesn't look like a broken piece. The other fragments are far more random than this. It's nearly impossible for the broken water tank to produce such a perfect square of glass. Then what exactly is this pain?
Must be part of the trick.
The fragments of the broken glass water tank had been piled up. There are so many tiny pieces. Gonta and Tenko certainly didn't hold back when they threw Kibo at the glass. Ryoma's belongings are all gathered together. His clothes, his monopad, the key to his room. That's it! If we use this key, we can investigate Ryoma's room.
What's in his room to investigate?
The motive video. We should find out whose video Ryoma had.
Oh, then you think Ryoma was killed because of that video?
I can't say for certain, but we should check just in case. Although, he might have had my video. If that were the case, I might be a suspect. Well, no point thinking about that now.
Oh my god, the killer. I stole the handcuffs from Kodakyo's closet.
No!
No! Bad
I
touch.
hate that.
Ryoma's body is nothing more than a skeleton now. Not even a shadow of what he was.
What the heck is this? Hey, is this really Ryoma? I didn't see the moment it happened, so I can't believe it.
I'm certain of it. Everyone watching the show witnessed it. We saw Ryoma become nothing but bones.
I can't believe he died in such a gruesome way.
The water filled with blood so fast we didn't see the whole thing, thankfully. But this skeleton is unmistakably Ryoma's.
Jeez, I know he wanted to die, but he didn't have to actually go and do it.
No, I don't think that's right, Kaito. Ryoma wasn't trying to die. He said as much. He was jealous of us, who wanted to live.
What do you mean he was jealous?
I'm positive that Ryoma wanted to join us. That's why he needed a reason to live. So that he could have the same feelings we do. So that he could have that reason to keep going. To fight alongside us.
Then he was a real idiot. Who cares if you don't have a reason to live? Can't your reason for living be something simple like good food or your friends? Damn it, that idiot!
It's a bucket full of piranhas. Gonta said that he picked up all the piranhas and put them here. I can't believe Gonta would do that with his bare hands. Wait, yes I can.
When I think that Ryoma is inside their stomachs, I don't even feel like eating them.
What?
Wait, we were gonna eat them?
Why would you even consider eating them in the first place?
Only the strong can survive in this world that Atua has created. The least we can do is pray for Ryoma's soul so that he may enter Atua's kingdom.
Can he really go there looking like this?
Those piranhas sure were a miraculous mystery. Perhaps Atua was behind those videos too.
What are you talking about?
I noticed it right as the show started. I feel like there are more piranhas today than yesterday when we were preparing.
More piranhas?
What? Did they multiply overnight? There's no way they could reproduce that fast.
But compared to yesterday, the piranhas look super crammed into that tank.
So they looked more crammed together.
The water was too murky, so I couldn't tell how many more piranhas there were. But anyway, it was super crammed. Super crammed.
Jeez, we get it.
More piranhas than yesterday. There might be something to that. I think this is all going with my theory that he was in the piranha tank to begin with. But I feel like he had to have been in a separate container in there, and there weren't more piranhas. It was just that there was less space for the piranhas to be in.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I wanted to
Makes
see around
sense.
the water tank.
I believe we've investigated everything we need to for now.
Well, our investigation's over now. So, who's the culprit?
I can't say for certain yet. There are other places I need to investigate.
What? You still don't know? I never thought detective work would be such work. So where
Well.
else? So where else do we gotta investigate?
First, the pool next to the gym. They're connected by the window above the stage, so that needs to be looked at. After that, I want to go to Ryoma's room and find out which motive video he had. Then I want to investigate the Ultimate Tennis Pros lab. I've deduced that the handcuffs we found in the water tank probably came from there.
Is that everything?
Last of all, to the Ultimate Magician's lab. I want to know more about Himiko's trick. If we go there, I'm sure there'll be some kind of clue.
Ah, so we still got a lot to do then. Huh. Good luck, Shuichi. After all, it's gonna be you doing all the heavy lifting here.
Right.
What do you mean, right? Are you saying I'm useless?
Is there a right way to respond to that? No, there isn't. All right,
No.
let's leave.
We're doomed.
Okay, so first things first, let's head to the gym.
Chat says, what if the square glass pane is a door to place Ryoma and the piranhas there?
Yeah, there we go.
Mm.
All right.
You might be galaxy braining there.
Yeah, I think it must be right because otherwise, unless the piranhas somehow ate it, that would be the only divider. Oops, took a wrong turn. Between the piranhas and Ryoma that we've found.
Yeah.
And we watched him get eaten, so we know that him and the piranhas weren't in the same place to begin with.
Yeah.
I always imagine us like Naruto running.
We should. Well, here we are.
All right.
You can see the gym's window over there.
That's the window we investigated from the top of the stage into the gym. I mean, it's pretty high up. You wouldn't be able to reach it with just a ladder.
I agree. The ladder only barely reached the window, and it was on the stage.
If that's the case, then it might have been hard for someone to have gone through there.
Yeah, you may be right.
Unless they can fly. Who here can fly?
Yeah, really.
Please let us know.
It's a large diving board. It looks like something you'd find at a resort. Nothing about it has changed. Let's see.
Do you think they jumped from the diving board?
I mean, who knows? There's shit in here. There's an inner tube floating in the pool. It looks like a big, sturdy rubber one.
Let me guess. Some idiots didn't clean up after themselves.
Rise
Or is
and
that a
shine, Ursine!
Oh shit. They're back.
Don't look at us! I don't like water. I prefer juice. We get heavier when our cotton absorbs water. It makes losing weight a nightmare.
I want to play in the water with everyone. It sounds fun.
You know, Monodam might be onto something. I kind of want to go in the pool now. Yeah, who cares about losing weight? Idiots! We're not here to play. We're here to smack these bastards into the pit of hell. We're the Mono Cubs, the meanest, nastiest, cruelest mascots around. If you don't get it, I'll throw y'all into the pool myself. Please don't.
Monosuke, please stop. Can we all just get along?
You saying that if we don't get along, I'll end up like Mono Kid?
So long.
Yes.
Farewell.
That's
Yeah,
definitely
that silence is an answer.
Yep. So then, anyway, we're gonna ignore that.
Yeah.
It was one of us that put the inner tube there, not the monocups. Well, it doesn't matter. The inner tube probably isn't related to the case, says you.
Isn't related to the case. If it were just for playing around, then why is there a rope tied to it? What could that be for?
Oh shit, rope.
That is intriguing.
Well, ropes was one of our things. Clues.
Huh? There's something else floating in the pool. It looks like a little piece of fabric.
It's just trash, right? Nothing to be worried about. We're looking for the culprit. We don't have time to pick up trash.
Yeah, but perhaps
Pick it
it's
up
just my
anyway.
intuition, but it does bother me.
Pick
I
it up
should-
anyway.
I should learn to trust it sometimes. My intuition is the ultimate detective.
All right, it's in our monopad.
This doesn't look like a normal school pool, more like a pool at a resort.
Yeah, plenty of water to swim in.
Water level hasn't changed, but I can see something floating in it.
There's something else I have to investigate. All right.
This building is the school building. That must mean that window goes somewhere. Most of the windows are blocked off, but that one looks normal. What room has that window? That's a point of interest.
It's either gonna be the culprit's room or Ryoma's room.
Yeah, I know. I think Naoma's room is up there.
Hmm.
And we didn't get, if I remember correctly, he had his back room for like a locker room and stuff in
Mhm.
his. And I wonder if that's maybe what it looks
Mhm.
over. I don't know.
This is the pool's equipment shed. I'll take a look inside just in case. Huh? Is that an electric air pump? I see. You could easily fill a large inner tube with this. There doesn't seem to be anything else worth inspecting.
Huh.
Some pool rules are posted here. There's one I find peculiar. There are also some specifications written here. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. They say.
Oh god, he's back.
No jumping into the pool, especially at nighttime.
Whoa, where'd you come from?
I mean, jumping itself is fine. If you want to jump in front of a car or a train, that's on you. But the pool is off limits at nighttime. See, no swimming at nighttime.
That would be a violation, right?
If anyone violates a school regulation, a campus-wide siren will blare. And then that person will be ripped apart by the exosols.
You'd go that far?
Well, so far the siren hasn't gone off, so no one's needed to be ripped apart. Yet. Oh, boo, boo, boo.
Since that's the case, can we assume no one was in the gym or pool at nighttime?
Well, at the very least, no one alive.
Oh. A dead person.
No swimming at nighttime. That might just play into this case.
Actually. So,
Okay.
making the assumption that that window is actually from Neoma's room, maybe, and this is like wild theories here, like they killed him in his little shower room and then somehow managed to like pulley him over in an inner tube, his dead body, so that it ended up in the piranha's cage through the two windows in the gym and there through the pool. I don't know.
Yeah, and there's like that piece of black fabric has to be Ryoma's.
Hmm.
There's no other person maybe, or else somebody else who has black clothes.
Yeah, I mean, let's see. I know
But
Kirumi
like,
does.
if the piranhas were eating Ryoma, that makes sense that some fabric from him,
Yeah.
fell.
Okay, so
Oh no, we're a suspect.
yeah, we're wearing black. Let's see, he isn't. He's dead. Gonta isn't. I mean, Kokichi technically is if you count his little cape.
Yeah.
He's not. Kibo's a robot. Kirumi's wearing black. Himiko's wearing black. Maki. I mean, her skirt's black, but it's plaid.
Yeah, but it's fine.
Okay, Tenko's not. Tsumugi is. And Miyu's not. So,
damn it, why is Miyu not wearing black? Damn.
Ah.
Please go away. Hey, Shuichi, does this pool really have anything to do with the case? We got all psyched up about it, but it doesn't seem like there were any clues here.
Well, that inner tube is still bothering me. I don't know what it tells us, but I feel like it's related to this case.
But you know, if that inner tube is related to the case, the culprit is pretty careless. If it was related to the case, why didn't they clean it up? Just leaving it sitting out there, don't you think that's straight up careless?
No, even if they wanted to put it away, they couldn't. There's no pole or anything around here that you could use to get the inner tube. The water level is so low you couldn't grab the tube even if you did manage to bring it closer.
Well then, why not just jump in and fish it out by hand? Oh, that's right, they couldn't get in the water.
Couldn't get in the water. Yeah, I suppose you could think of it that way.
Well, we can't stay here forever, right? Let's check out the other places. There's no time to waste, isn't that right, sidekick?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's get out of here. And let's head to Nyoma's room.
Does the pool ever get emptied?
I mean, I would hope that they would clean it every once in a while, but this is Monokuma, who knows?
Yeah. I don't know if it would get emptied. Barely has water to begin with.
Let's see. There's Nyoma.
This is Ryoma's room, right? Huh? So where's the video? I don't see it sitting out anywhere. Maybe he put it in his bookcase?
Kaito opened all the drawers one by one, checking each of them.
That's weird. I can't find it anywhere.
I see. So we can't find it. That's all right. That's a clue in itself.
Huh? What do you mean?
You see, if we suppose the motive for the crime was the video, there's a high possibility that Nyoma had the culprit's motive video. If their motive video was left at the scene, they would be immediately suspicious. There's no reason that the culprit would leave behind that kind of incriminating evidence.
That's true.
And the video's not in the room, which means...
So it's just like we thought. The video was a motive.
Yes, that's the best explanation I can think of.
Alright, that's just what I'd expect from my top sidekick. Or your only sidekick.
Yeah.
What's the matter, Shuichi?
Nothing.
Yeah, by the way, I was thinking... maybe we all should have watched those motive videos after all.
What?
They showed the most important people to us, right? So maybe we should have watched them. Without looking away from the truth. At the time, I agreed with Kibo, but after thinking about it, I changed my mind. And if we were worried about watching them alone, we could have just watched them together.
Watch them together?
Yeah, we should just gather together and watch all the videos, share everybody's motives. Even if it's something you can't bear by yourself, it'd be possible with everyone. That's what cooperation is, right?
That's what Kokichi was trying to do.
Huh?
Kokichi was trying to get us to participate in a motive video viewing party of sorts. That's why he forced us into the same room. Do you think that was his way of cooperating? Do you think the same way?
No. If that's what he wanted, he could have just asked us. That's what a normal person would have done, but the thing is, he's not normal. Maybe he did want us to cooperate, but there's no way to know for sure. He'd never tell us.
That's true. It's impossible to know what Kokichi is thinking. But I suppose he could have been acting in our favor for once.
It's just a weird ass bitch.
What's in his closet?
I should investigate here as well, just in case. When I opened the closet, I discovered several identical sets of clothes, just like Ryoma wore. Just like my room.
Oh my god, they only get the same outfit.
Yep.
That's fun. Like the Powerpuff Girls. Anyway. Yeah, my closet's like that too. It's packed with nothing but my uniforms.
Really? It must be the same for everyone.
There's no Cubs pad here, so the culprit must have taken it.
Alright, I don't know why I can investigate his bed, but
It's a normal bed. It looks like the one in my room. I don't see the Cubs pad here either. Nothing else out of the ordinary.
alright, let's get out of here.
Now we're leaving.
Let's stop looking through his bed sheets like weird people. Alright, now let's head up to his lab, which I can never remember where it's at, so we're gonna do a fast travel. First, second, third.
Are there any spare clothes in the Mono machine?
I
I
mean,
don't
technically, yeah. Hey, Maki.
Maki, what are you doing here? Earlier, you said that you weren't going to help us investigate. Were you serious about that? You'll be fine even if I don't help, right? You're the detective, not me. Or do you think you can't solve this case on your own? That's completely different. This is...
That's pretty harsh, but my sidekick's working his ass off.
sidekick?
Yup, Shuichi's my sidekick now.
Shouldn't it be the other way around? The dumb one should be the sidekick.
Shit.
Shots fired.
Wow. Somewhere in the distance you can hear his ego breaking. The dumb one? I'm more of a scientist type of guy, so the stuff's really not my thing.
Wouldn't a scientist be helpful for an investigation?
Well, more importantly, why have you been here the whole time? Is there a reason?
Why do you care? Because it's been bothering me. You've been in here ever since this room opened up. Almost as if you're keeping watch, making sure no one else enters. Is this an interrogation? No, that's not what I'm trying to do. I just want you to talk to me, Maki. If this has nothing to do with the case, please tell me so. It's true that you don't have to help us if you don't want to, but you should at least cooperate with our investigation, because all our lives are on the line. Even if I did cooperate, I wouldn't be any help. Mostly because I've been in here for the last several days. I've only gone back to my dorm at night to shower, including last night. Then I can ask you this. Did you see Gonta at all last night? Gonta was searching the grounds last night trying to capture all of us. How were you able to avoid being caught? Gonta did stop by, but I managed to chase him off somehow. All I did was tell him, if you lay a hand on me, you'll choke to death on your own tongue. That's all.
Well, hot diggity damn. So Gonta got scared off by that? Well, I guess he wouldn't hold back against the girl.
As I listened to Maki's testimony, a question grew in my mind. Why did Maki not want to leave so badly? What reason did she have for that? Are we done here? You're wasting your time talking to me. I don't know anything.
Okay, I'm done here.
Huh? You are?
Yeah. Shuichi, I don't want to die.
Yeah.
Well, her alibi is a little shaky, but I don't think she killed Ryoma. That's what my instincts are telling me. But if you remember anything, be sure to tell Shuichi, okay? He's my sidekick, you know? He's pretty good.
In the end, the only thing that we were able to get out of Maki was that she was here the whole time. But no one else can verify that testimony. That might be a problem later. Huh? What are you doing here, Kirumi? We all agreed to investigate with at least one other person present, yes? As she spoke, she glanced towards Maki. So you're staying with Maki?
Yeah, that's good thinking. Hey, once we're done with the trial, can I get a massage?
Honestly, I would have committed murder just so that everyone else would die with as much shit as we keep asking her for.
Oh yeah.
But of course. Since you are here, Suichi, may I ask you a question? The time of death was not provided, so I'm questioning everyone in order to determine it. When was the last time you saw Ryoma alive? Right before I was kidnapped by Gonta yesterday, around 6 in the evening.
The last time I saw him was way before then. I didn't even see him at all yesterday, actually.
Then you are fine, Kaito. What's important is the last time someone witnessed him alive. The last time someone witnessed Ryoma alive. Gonta was the last one to see him alive at around 8 p.m. yesterday. Ryoma managed to avoid being captured by him by using his Shukuchi method. So Ryoma was still running around after I got captured. Furthermore, 30 minutes earlier, Miu saw Ryoma as she was fleeing from Gonta. In that case, Gonta's testimony is highly credible. Yes, we know that Ryoma was alive yesterday until around 8 p.m.
Alright.
So we might be getting closer to the time of death, which is the key.
Yeah. Is this not where? Aha, there it is.
Chat still says key to me being the murderer, but they don't blame her for wanting to get rid of us.
Seriously, I would have murdered us too, so.
Yeah, freak.
The audacity of asking for a massage while we're all investigating for murder.
The Ultimate Tennis Pros Lab. If I'm right, then the handcuffs that were found in the tank came from here. And if the handcuffs came from here, that means the culprit was here as well. They may have left a trace of evidence. This room is a little different from when we were here before. It feels off.
What's the matter, Shuichi?
Nothing. Anyway, let's figure out the handcuffs. We should take care of that problem first.
Yeah, isn't the net down?
The net?
Yeah.
Oh, the net, yeah. Why is it down?
I don't know.
Oh my god, yeah, oh.
Well, this is a kinky shower room.
This is the first time I've been in here. It's a shower room, but it feels less like the Ultimate Tennis Pros and more like the Ultimate Prisoner's Lab.
Do you think it was made that way on purpose? Did they remodel the shower just for that?
Yeah, I think they did.
Jeez, Monokuma's got a bad taste. Well, we already knew that.
Alright, let's check out all the weirdness in here.
This is a pretty big stone sink. You could fill it up with a lot of water. What's this? Scratches on the stone, like something was scraped against it.
You're right. What made them?
These scratch marks are clearly not natural. They must have been made by some kind of metal. That is interesting.
Maybe Ryoma could fit in the sink.
I mean, I would guess that's where he was,
Drowned?
Yeah, drowned. I was like, strangled is not the word.
Yeah.
There they are, the handcuffs. Look, Kaito, handcuffs hanging on the wall.
Oh, they look like the ones in the tank. Or wait, are they the same?
I think so. Here, look. See? One empty hook. The handcuffs we found must have been hung here. That means the culprit was definitely here.
Yeah, because if the culprit... I assume that Ryoma wouldn't let himself be drowned voluntarily. So I assume he already had the handcuffs on when he was drowned. It's not like you know, like you could knock him out, but...
This window has no vines or barbed wire or bars blocking it. Could it be... There was that one window I could see from the pool area. This might be it. I'm gonna open it and check. Yes, this is definitely it.
Oh,
This is the
shit.
window I could see from the pool area. The window I could see from the pool area is Neoma's lab window.
The third floor's high up, but if they aimed well, they could reach the pool. But Monokuma said you can't go in the pool at nighttime, right?
If anyone violates a school regulation, a campus-wide siren will blare. And then the poison will be ripped apart by the exosoles.
You go that far?
Well, so far the siren hasn't gone off, so no one's needed to be ripped apart. Yet. Woo, 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 woo. Guess
Because that hasn't happened yet, can we assume no one was in the gym or pool at nighttime?
well, at the very least, no one alive.
Why'd he say no one alive?
I believe he was hinting that a dead person wouldn't be considered to be breaking the rules. Which means it is possible that a dead body was in the gym or the pool at nighttime.
So there's a chance Ryoma was carried to the gym after he was killed. But, you know, there's no point carrying his body there if you can't even get it.
I don't know if it's safe to say there was no point.
Wait a sec. What's this?
Huh?
Oh, look, there's some weird scratches on the window frame.
Yeah, it's as if something scraped against it. These marks are similar to the ones that were on the gym's window frame. I'm positive these marks aren't the result of opening and closing the window normally. The window frame is sturdy as well. The gym's window frame was the same way. It looks like it would hold even with a lot of weight on it.
Now you understand it, right, Shuichi?
What?
How amazing I am to have noticed such a super ultra important clue. It's all in a day's work for Kaito Momota, Luminary of the Stars.
I mean, I found a pretty important clue too, but I won't say that.
Damn. Let's be honest, we found all the important clues.
We came here to confirm my suspicion about the handcuffs found in the tank, but we found even more important clues than I expected. Together with the fact that this is Ryoma's own lab, there are too many points of concern to be mere coincidence. It must be important evidence.
It seems like you figured something out. You seem more confident. Alright. Then let's go on to the next place. There's no point staying here.
Right.
And I should point out, Kirumi has kind of had her go of everywhere except for Maki's lab, so...
Also, Chad thinks that they think lockpicks made those scratches.
I mean, I can tell you that a real lockpick would not, but I don't know what the creators think a lockpick can do.
Anime lockpicks.
Yeah, anime
though.
lockpicks.
So, where should we go? Well,
As he came out of the shower room, Kaito tripped and fell to the ground.
what the hell? Something caught on my leg.
It looks like a cable.
My leg? Is this from the tennis net? Man, whoever left this should have put it in the corner.
Wait, the tennis net? I see. So that's why this room felt odd. I should investigate this in detail.
Okay. I tried to
Yes,
investigate it before,
let's.
but okay.
The reason I thought this room felt off is because of the net. When I came here last time, the tennis net was up. But now the cable's been removed.
So, like, someone took the cable off? Well, why would they do that?
Hey, Kaito, can you help me? I want to measure how long this cable is.
No need. It's just about 50 feet long.
I don't want to know why you can estimate that either.
Goddamn.
What?
Oh, I was in the tennis club till middle school, so I know how long a cable
Oh, thank
is.
God.
You were
At
in
least he's not sus.
You were in the tennis club.
Yeah, that's why it pissed me off so much that Ryoma was acting like that.
Did you know Ryoma from before?
I never met him, but I heard a lot about him. I mean, these days there's no one who's played tennis that hasn't heard of him. He's been a tennis legend since middle school. He was like a hero to every tennis kid. And then, once I finally got to meet him, he became a coward. That pissed me off so much I ended up being too hard on him. But regretting that now won't help. There's nothing I can do. So, what's suspicious about the length of the cable? Did something about it bother you?
No, nothing specific. I was just checking.
So detectives get bothered by small details, huh? Like an overbearing mother-in-law nitpicking at a young wife.
What is that analogy?
That's what I want to know.
Alright, I've searched the whole area now. I should move on to the next one. There's still other places to search.
Chat says they think that they took the cable to make a trap
Maybe.
of some sort.
Or here's my guess is maybe the cable was used to span between the two windows, because I know tennis net cables have metal in them.
Mm-hmm.
So it would, in theory, leave an indentation if it was pulled taut across the window. I could be completely wrong though. Okay, where else we're going? We're going to Himiko's lab.
Like, did they want to like put the cable between the two windows, then use the inflatable tire or whatever, put Ryoma's body in it and just slide it over, but then he fell in the pool by accident.
I mean, he couldn't have fallen in the pool, because then
But-
they couldn't have gotten him out of the pool.
We don't know that though. There was a rope left behind at the scene of the crime. They could have somehow got him in.
Yeah,
Maybe.
how do you get a dead body? How do you tie a rope around a dead body? That's
You
floating
use-
in a pool.
No, you used the tire to try to use that as a fishing pole.
With a dead body?
Yeah.
I don't think you can do that. I don't think physics works that way.
Damn it.
Ah. Okay. Himiko's lab, that's right. We're not going to the gym.
Is there an ultimate fisherman here? Oh, there we are with the strawberry.
Alright.
Ah, so this is Himiko's research lab. What were we gonna investigate again?
The trick that Himiko used in her magic show. I need to figure out how it worked.
Yeah, well, you say that, but if that was real magic with no tricks or mechanisms...
Well, that would be a problem. But it's not just about the trick. I need to ask that guy some questions.
Oh no, that guy.
Alright, let's get it over with that guy.
Hey, Chuichi, did you want to ask me something? I'll tell you anything you want to know. You are my favorite after all.
When he says that, it makes it sound like he means the opposite. It makes me nervous. I do,
I
actually.
hate you too, bitch.
It's about when we were kidnapped by Gonta yesterday. You snuck into our rooms to steal our motive videos, right? But is that all you were doing? You came back pretty late.
I see. You want to know my alibi for nighttime yesterday. That's a good question to ask. The gym is off limits during nighttime, so Ryoma was probably killed before or after. Which makes nighttime yesterday so suspicious, since everyone was doing their own thing. And what were you doing then? Y'all, it'd be easier if I just explained step by step what happened while I was out at last night. After you regained consciousness, Shuichi, Gonta brought Himiko and Anji. That was about 5 minutes before 9 p.m. Right after that, I left Gonta's lab and headed toward the dorms. I thought I'd be back in an hour, the start of nighttime, but something happened.
Something happened?
Right when I got to the entrance hall, Hitomi stopped me. That was right after I left Gonta's lab, so it was right around 9 p.m. She started throwing questions at me and left and right and asking if I was up to no good. Then she started criticizing my behavior and lecturing me on the manners and relationships. And ugh. Can you believe that? I mean, who does she think she is? My mom or something?
Didn't you ask Kirumi to be your mom earlier?
And she just kept talking. Then finally let me go at like 10 p.m. when nighttime rolled around.
A whole hour.
Well, only the first half hour was the lecture. Then we played tag for the other half. She was starting to bore me, so I turned around and leave, and then...
Stop right there. Our conversation is not over yet.
I don't gotta listen to you. You're not worthy of lecturing the ultimate supreme leader. Come on, Miss Maid. Catch me if you can.
Is that a request?
And then I guess Kirumi decided to take the tag super seriously. I tried my best, but in the end, she caught me at a little before 10 p.m. Then she started lecturing me again and let me go when nighttime started. So, do your alibis still hold up? Even when she was chasing you around? We ran into each other a bunch of times. So yeah, they should hold up.
Then from 9 p.m. until midnight, both Kokichi and Kirumi have alibis.
After Kirumi let me go, I finally went to the dorms and collected everyone's videos. But by the time I returned to Gonta's lab, it was already 11 p.m.
Then from 10 to 11, he doesn't have an alibi.
Oh yeah, I did see something odd while Kirumi was lecturing me.
Something odd?
I saw a half-naked girl wandering around the courtyard in her underwear. It was too dark for me to make out who it was, but I saw her walk around for a bit. I wonder who it was.
A girl in her underwear? What the hell is he talking about?
Yeah, that's weird.
I mean, it's undoubtedly Miu. So.
Oh yeah. By the way, you didn't get captured by Gonta yesterday, did you, Kaito? Where were you? And what were you doing? I was running around the whole time. I hid in the bathrooms, bedrooms, all over the school. I see. Ooh.
Alright.
So he being sus.
Yeah, that's just normal him.
This is a big cage. I might fit inside this. This has nothing to do with the case.
Yes, but
You
it's
never
fun
know.
to look at, so.
I like birds.
There are several swords stabbed into a human-sized box. But if there was a person inside, they would come out just fine. That's the trick, I think. This has nothing to do with the case. I just like magic tricks. It's fine.
Yeah.
Is this used for magic tricks too? I've seen it in magic shows before.
This has nothing to do with the case. Yes, but I could fit inside it too.
What a huge saw. It's probably used for the saw a person in half trick. It's a huge water tank. It looks like the one that was used in Himiko's show.
It looks like the same tank Himiko used in the show, and I guess this one was a backup. That's what Himiko told me and Kibo when we carried the tank out of here.
Then perhaps if we investigate this tank, we can learn the secret of the trick. Encouraged, I began walking around the tank. I was looking for anything that could be a switch or a mechanism. What's this? There's a segment of the tank near the top that opens up, but why open up there? Wait, perhaps it isn't random. The segment had to open up here.
Already tired of investigating? Oh, you've been tired of it for a while now. Well, that's how it goes. Investigations aren't all fun, you see. But it's a necessary step before we can move on to the main event. Kinda like searching the internet for the perfect porno video.
God damn it. What am I reading?
There is no
fact,
escape.
Some people think the search is the best part. Weird, huh? Anyway, The class trial is starting soon. Please gather at the Shrine of Judgment in the courtyard. Boop, boop, boop. See ya later.
Looks like it's time, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, why do you look so worried now? Don't worry, you can do it. I believe in you.
Believe in me? Why? Why do you trust me, Kaito? There's a chance that I'm the
I believe in you because I want to. Do I need a reason other than that?
What?
Isn't that what you believed in Kaede?
I mean, please remember Kaede actually did kill someone, so...
Yeah. I mean, sure, I might get betrayed in the end, but if I worry about that, I won't be able to believe in people I want to believe in. Shuichi, we're still young. I can't die before I've had a first drink or gone to space.
Can you stop it with the death flags?
Yeah, this is a lot. If you're not gonna get yourself in gear now, then when? Now's all you got.
Yeah, Kaito. I know.
Yeah, that's the expression I wanted to see. Oh, that's my sidekick.
He's right. I just have to do it. I have to believe in myself. I have to believe that I can do this. I'm going to survive. We're going to survive. Together. Maybe I don't really understand it. Maybe I don't have a reason. I don't want to live. I want to die with everyone else. No, I want to live. I want to live a long life. I don't want to die. I can't die in a place like this. Never.
Why are we remembering that now? Sus.
I don't know. Alright.
Shuichi. But that's different. Kaede is pretty and you're you.
Yeah.
Also, yes, everyone was in horny jail for sure.
Yeah,
The
don't get
fact
me
that-
wrong. I do love Kaito, but his vibe gives off like the 25-year-old that's still in high school.
Yeah, probably. The fact that Kokichi is the one confirming Kirumi's alibi is 100% proof that she did it. Wow, really? Okay. Don't worry, you can do it. I believe in you. Now let's go to the Shrine of Judgment.
Okay. Just in case you forgot where we were going between now and then.
Mm-hmm. Damn, we're running fast.
I know. Naruto running out this bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is the Shrine of Judgment. There we go. Yeah. Oh, I forgot about how creepy that statue is.
I hate it here.
Is everyone ready?
Not like we have choice, right? Ah, you are quick to understand. It is as though Monokuma has you trained.
We got nothing to worry about, right, assholes? We'll figure out the culprit, won't we?
Of course we don't need to worry. The top suspect is super obvious this time. Right, Himiko?
How dare you bully Himiko, you degenerate? You want me to Aikido chop your head off, huh?
That's not even Aikido anymore, is it?
This matter will be discussed in due time. You should save your arguments until then.
Yeah, let's put an end to this at the class trial.
Yeah, you're right.
Alright, let's do our check-in with everyone. Let's start on this side because I don't want to deal with Tenko for a second.
Himiko's so suspicious. She's gotta be a red herring, right? But I don't even know where to start unraveling the truth. Huh, I should have played more point-and-click adventure games.
No Detective Conan? Okay. I thought she was gonna say something like that. This case will be so easy, especially with how obvious the top suspect is. Right, Himiko?
Uh,
I hear males pick on girls they like to get their attention, which means Kokichi must like Himiko.
Well, how'd you know? Actually, why don't we focus on the class trial and save that conversation for later? This is turning out to be not so boring after all. Konta no wanna suspect friends. Oh, poor Konta.
We have nothing to worry about. Atua sees all. His divine deduction will solve this mystery right away. Hey, Detective Dumbass! You've pinpointed a possible culprit, right?
About that.
I mean, at least Detective Dumbass is slightly better than Dickwad earlier, so...
Exactly. Shuichi, before we head over there, let me give you some advice. Here are the sidekick. If you want to give up, wait until after you've done everything you possibly can. Wait, no, that's still no good. Okay, I won't forgive you if you give up. You got it?
Yeah, got it, Kaito. He's right. I can't give up. I made a promise to Kaede.
Please keep any personal comments to yourself, Kyo.
This murder was also triggered by Monokuma's motive, was it not? Which means there is a reason the culprit was desperate to live, yes? And Ryoma, who became the victim, had no reason to live, correct?
What are you implying?
To kill because you have a reason to live, to die because you have no reason to live. Which, I wonder, is correct. You're thinking way too hard about it. Living things just gotta live. Anyway, no matter what happens to us, we gotta live. Yeah, you don't really need a reason to live. That's just the icing on the cake.
A reason to live. Sorry, but I don't know anything. If you think a child caregiver can help solve a murder case, then we're all in trouble.
That's fair.
Also, I don't think that's your thing, but...
We'll find out.
This matter will be discussed in due time. We should save our arguments until then.
She's doing great.
This whole thing is shaking like a big old vibrator. Himiko's scared. Poor little thing.
Oh shit.
God.
Okay.
This vibration is perfect.
Stop.
Quit looking at Himiko like some kind of degenerate male.
Yeah,
Okay.
please.
We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen.
I did not calculate that we would gather here under these circumstances again. What would Kaede say if she saw us right now?
Himiko is not the culprit. No way, no how. I know Himiko better than anyone. I know all her secrets.
No, you don't.
I know her gender, her hair color, even her height.
Oh, God.
None of those are secrets.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we've checked in with everyone.
We're gonna...
Let's go
touch
feel
that
up the statue.
Ew.
Run your
The
fingers
ugly.
over the Monokuma abs.
I do not want to. That is the last thing I want in this entire world, actually. That's the water from the tank. No.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the magic trick with the... No.
The door appeared before us with pomp, as if setting heroes off to war. After a pause, we all stepped towards the door.
Lol, at least if Miyu calls us flat-chested, this time it'll be correct.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
We were silent. All I could hear was our unsteady breathing. Just as we passed through the door, it started up again. Normally, I wouldn't mind the shaking, but I'm feeling especially sensitive to it now. Each of us felt that trembling through our entire bodies as we sank further still. Without sure footing, I'm positive I would have fallen as well. My breathing was becoming more ragged. My heart pounded harder and harder. Just when I thought I would pass out from the nerves, the elevator came to a stop. But this wasn't the end, no. It was only just beginning.
Welcome. You hopelessly arrived once again. Did you want to come here again because of how wonderful it is? Isn't it wonderful? I put so much effort into building this place. It should be a monument.
Actually, we're the ones who used the exosols to build the courtroom, but Father just took all the credit.
Wow. But I am happy to be used as a slave by Father.
You idiots are really committing to this henchman bit.
You guys are just so cute that I can't help waking you to the bone. You put a lot of elaborate detail into this courtroom, almost like it's for show. For show, huh? That's an interesting way to put it.
Is this just for show? Are you showing this to the people outside and...
Oh, boo, boo, boo. Those people aren't with us, so you don't need to worry about them. Get it? They're not with us, as in they're no longer with us. You know what I mean? In other words, you 13 are the only ones left in the world. Now, show me just how you intend to bargain for your lives.
Sure.
Then the class trial began.
I highly doubt that we're the last 13 people in the world, but okay.
Ryoma Hoshi, the ultimate tennis pro. After falling from his former glory, he told us he had no reason to live. But even so, he said he wanted to fight beside us, to get out of here with us. For that, he was trying to find a reason to live. He might have been a little stern, but he wasn't a cold man at all. And the person who killed him is here right now. I want to believe that's a lie. I don't want to believe it at all. But if this is where I find the truth, I won't avert my eyes anymore. This is the wish she entrusted to me. I will find the truth. I will get out of here with everyone. Alive. I'm going to survive. I can't die here. In order to keep my promise to her, I will fight. I will fight for my life in this trial of truth and lies.
Oh, we'll survive.
All right. And I think because we're going straight into the trial, we're going to end here for tonight. So let's see. Next stream is Tuesday, 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific. I don't know what we are doing. If we're all together again, we might be doing campaign. Otherwise, we'll figure it out. You got any announcements?
No, not now. I finished my big bed, so like now I'm going to just chillax for a little bit.
Yay.
Yeah. But yeah, hopefully I'll have something to say next time though.
Yay.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't think I have anything either.
Yeah.
No, I got nothing. So have a good night. I'll wash your hands, wear your masks, get vaccinated. Hopefully you don't mind an early night, but Mana had a long weekend this weekend.
I did. Literally, as soon as I got home from my concert, I passed out. I was like, I don't know, like, if anyone here has performed or anything, like, I don't know if this happens to you, but like, the day after you perform or whatever, your body is extremely sore for like no reason the entire day. So like I literally like I passed out and I couldn't couldn't move. But yeah, I tried my best to like take it easy because I was definitely like stressed out the whole week. But it turned out well. Like I think it was worth it in the end. Like all that, training or whatever and dancing and like the rehearsals and all that. Yeah, it was worth it. It was a
Yay.
good show.
That's good.
I'm proud. I'm proud of myself this time. So yeah.
Yay.
Now to train for the big ones. Anyway,
You can do it.
thank
But rest
you.
first.
Yeah, oh my God, like for real, I think I'm gonna give myself like a week or two to just like lay down.
Yeah.
I need it. I
Yeah.
really need it. But yeah. And then I'll get back to work because I can't stop. I'm
Oh.
bad at taking breaks sometimes. Woo.
Well,
But yeah.
yeah. So see you guys on Tuesday. Have a good night. Wash your hands, wear your masks, get vaccinated, and we will be back. Good night, all.
Yeah, good night.
Bye.